Did you know that there's an art and a science to video production? And if you don't use the art and science, you probably won't attract leads or clients. You won't grow your influence or your followers or your authority. So keep watching. Amani Channel, I'm the video fearless dude who helps business owners attract leads and clients. I'm Amani Channel. I'm the video fearless dude. I help business owners, content creators, and marketers attract leads and clients and grow their business with video marketing, even for folks that might be scared or terrified of the camera. So I'm going to talk about something really important that I think needs to be addressed, because if you don't understand there's both an art and a science to video production, then you're probably going to flounder or flop or just get frustrated and not have the success that you're looking for. So what do I mean by art and science, right? Well, I'm going to explain in just a second, but before I get into that, make sure you hit the thumbs up, like this video, hit the subscribe button, notification bell if you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this anywhere else. Just interact with this content, all right? Because I'm sharing regular tips. This is actually a special series to help you start video marketing. I'm sharing all my best secrets. And so if you want to get more of this content, go ahead and follow me or just interact with this content some kind of way so the algorithm hits, so it triggers the algorithm. All right, so what is the art and the science of video production? Let's start with what do you like better, art or science? Probably art. So I'm going to start with art. What is the art of video production? Well, when you're making a video, taking a photograph, anything like that, it's the visual aspect of it. It's the creativity that you're able to put in your shot. So it's the composition, it's the lighting, it's the angles, it's the, and talk about video, it's the way you structure your stories. It can be the shots, shot selection, the editing, all of that adds to it equals the creative aspect of your video. And that's really important, because if your video is not really interesting to watch, or the content's not super interesting or engaging, then not so much. But if you can weave some humor in terms of the messaging, if you can have some really creative shots that are different, if you can differentiate your content really by the end of the day, either by your message or by your visuals, you'll be cooking with gas. All right, so remember that there is an art to making videos. All right, just the art is the creativity, whether it be the angles, the writing, just the creative part of the video involves the art of video production. Just remember that. What is the science? All right, so I'm not going to wear a lab coat. I'm just going to be me. All right, so the science is the formulaic way you create your content. It's very formulaic. I think video 3, day 3, I kind of went over the video production formula. It might have been day 2 even. Day 2 or day 3? I think it was day 3. I'm going to recap it. I'm going to remind you what it is if you missed that video, or if you just don't remember what the video production formula is. But it's basically a simple 4-step process that you can use to create any video. All right, this is the science. It's important to know these 4 steps. These 4 steps work if you're making a recorded video for YouTube, if you're creating a video for Instagram, if you're doing a live stream, if you're using Zoom, if you're doing a Zoom call, anything that involves video, these 4 steps apply to it. All right. What's the first step? The first step is planning. It's pre-production. It's when you map out your idea, you brainstorm, you map out your idea, you map out the equipment that you'll need, and then how to execute the video, how you're going to share it, and if you're going to edit it, how you're going to get it edited. Everything from point A to point B, point A to point Z, however you want to say it, is included in that plan. All right, that plan is very important, because if your plan is correct and your plan is accurate and your plan is thorough, you will be way ahead of your competition in terms of putting your video together, because you're not going to wing it. When you write your video with your script idea out, when we write the concept out, you're going to know how it's generally going to look on paper. And when I produce videos for at my TV station, what do? The first step is to brainstorm and then write the script. We can't even move forward to the production until the script is approved, pretty much. All right, we have to send my script to the VP of the department. He reads over the script. He might make some adjustments to it. He might ask some questions. I might have to rewrite it. I mean, it's just a process sometimes. That's how it goes, though. All right, but it starts with the planning phase. That involves knowing the equipment you're going to use, as well as knowing your messaging, who you're speaking to, what appeal are you going to use, whatever. Like, your outline, all of that needs to be included in the plan. Who your talent's going to be, what equipment you need to execute, whether you need just a webcam, some lights, whether or not you want to use a DSLR, what kind of mic. I mean, everything should be included in the plan. You get the picture, right? I don't want to beat this dead horse, but you got to plan for everything. You got to plan like a Boy Scout, because batteries die, lights blow out, like things go wrong. So you got to have a contingency plan as well. All right, so that's the plan. What's the second part of the production process? Well, it is the lights, the camera, the talent, and the action. So if you planned thoroughly and sufficiently and accurately, the execution, the production should be pretty easy, right? It should be pretty seamless. You'll know what shots you need to capture. You might have a storyboard, you might have an outline or a script or a shot sheet. Just go by the shot sheet. Make sure you get the lines if your talent is speaking to the camera or has any sort of lines. Make sure you capture those. Make sure you capture 2 versions so that you have 2 takes to work with, because sometimes people make mistakes. So that's why it's important to have 2 good takes. And you set up, you shoot, break down, strike, set up, shoot, strike, move. That's generally the process. It's not super exciting. Like, you might think a finished movie looks exciting, but the shooting process is much different. The production is much different than that. It takes a lot longer than you might think just to set everything up, to do a couple of rehearsals and then shoot your takes. But that's basically what it involves, all right? And then after you shoot it, then you go into post-production, all right? This is the third phase, post-production. What is that? That is the edit. That is when you make your masterpiece. That's when you add the music, narration, sound effects, graphics, text, animation. I probably already said that, but it's when you put all it's when you chop out the fat, you chop out things you don't need, they don't advance the story. All right, that's the editing process. That's just how it goes. Editing also it can be fun, like when it comes down to making the final changes, but the whole process isn't that exciting either. But it's a necessary evil. And if you enjoy the creative process of making videos, you won't mind the shooting, the editing, everything. You'll enjoy it. If you can enjoy the creative process of creating videos, you'll enjoy it. All right. Once again, so what's the 4th step? I'm gonna share this, and then I'm gonna be out. All right. The 4th step is the sharing of the content. What social network are you gonna share it to? Share it to Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat. Where is it gonna be shared? TikTok. LinkedIn. There's a bunch of social networks now. Twitter. I mean, there's a bunch of all the social networks pretty much take video now or incorporate video. So you got to figure that out, right? Because the formats are different. For some of the social networks, you might want to use vertical video. For some of them, you might want to use horizontal video. For some of them, you might want to create a square video. I mean, I've done that with some of these videos in my series where I'll create 3 different versions of the same video because the format's different on the different social network. So think about that, all right? So let's recap really quickly. Then I'm going to share a final bonus for you. All right, so remember, the science, there's the art and the science. The art is the creativity. The science is the process. It's the formulaic process, which involves pre-production, production, post-production, and then the share. All right, that's it. What is the bonus? The bonus is find a way to make this fun. You got to find a way to make this fun, because if your personality doesn't enjoy, if you just don't enjoy video production, you might not be the great person to DIY it. You might need to outsource either the editing, even the production. You might need to outsource everything. That can be costly, but there are certain ways you can outsource it that aren't so costly as well. All right. But if you're going to hire a professional in the States, it can get costly. If you want to outsource your editing, like to the Philippines or somewhere else, you can, or Fiverr, you can finagle that a little bit. All right. So that is it. All right. So once again, this is Amani Channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, interact with this content. Put a comment below. What are you more interested in, the art or the science of video production? What appeals to you more? Because to do it great, you have to be okay at both. Just okay at both, and you can always ask someone to help. By the way, if you really enjoyed this video, I have a free training. It will outline my process, how I teach people go from novice to proficient video marketer within just days, really days, if not weeks, if not days, if depending on how you apply the content. It can happen really fast for you, but only apply to it. I'm gonna put the link in the description. But only watch this training if you're really serious. If you're not really serious, don't even bother. All right. because I'm going to share awesome free tips for you. You can just engage with the content here. Follow me. You'll get more great tips. If you're ready to move forward, if you really want some help, if you really want a professional to look over your shoulder, to provide you some advice, to help you get your content on point, watch the free training. All right, Amani Channel. Talk to you soon. Peace.